My name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this game of RimWorld. I will move my face around in a minute once I remember where on earth the UI for RimWorld actually are. Let's go and turn the music off and get stuck in. So we are playing a modded version. Hopefully this is all going to work, because I have not even had a chance to test this mod setup. I was late starting the stream because I had to get that done. D&D game that I was doing before this ran over by 40 minutes, meaning that I had much less time for dinner, meaning I had much less time to prepare for the mods. Whew. Right, we're good to go. So we have got Hug's Library, which is basically just stuff happening in the background. Hospitality, which allows you to have guests and guest rooms. Quality Builder, which lets you choose what quality to aim for. It's probably my all-time favourite mod. We have got the Medical tab, which allows you to set medical options in the tab. I don't think I've ever actually used it, but it's still there. Colony Manager, which does some colony management stuff. The Allow tool, which allows us to en masse allow things even if we can't see them. Oh no, it's mostly just en masse, click and drag, allow. Set up camp. This is an interesting one. This allows you to actually set up a camp while you are out traveling, and this is with the Alpha 17 update. I know it's been out for a while, I just haven't had a chance to play it yet, and that involves a lot of travel, so setting up camp seems to be useful for that, and I want to try this feature. Like during the Usual Suspects, they did have the rudimentary colony traveling nomadic lifestyle. This is probably going to double down on that. More vanilla turrets for more shooty bang bangs. Miniaturisation, allowing you to move workbenches around and also carry them. Again, important for the nomadic system. EdB Prepare Carefully, that is to allow you to create your own colonists when we start the game. Tech Advancing is one of my personal favourites. This one allows you to start in the tribal era and then actually advance through technology ages until the end. I don't know if we'll actually be playing in tribal. I doubt it, because I want to see some of the higher level stuff. And if you're playing as tribal, then you are kind of forced to set up a central base for a while, just while you tech up, and then once you hit industrial, that's when you can start to actually travel. And because we want to do the nomadic thing, we'll probably travel earlier. We have then got Embrasures, which allow you to shoot through walls, essentially, still giving you a bit of cover, but they basically let you actually use walls as walls are intended. You stand on top of them or behind them and you shoot through them. RimWorld doesn't allow you to stand on top of them, so this is just behind them. Eagle Slayer, thank you very much for the subscription, I appreciate that. Good stuff. I'm going to add you to my list. It's the good boys list, not the bad. I still need to set up the subscription stuff. I have just been off my face busy this weekend, but I will get around to that, I promise. So, Eagle Slayer. So, Eagle Slayer is actually kind of tapped in to what is going to be happening here, because RimWorld is one of those games where I put people's names in it. And he's kind of seen where I was going with this and knows that if you're a subscriber or a Patreon, you get your name in the game. So if you wish to see your own name appearing, then check out the subscription. There should be a button by the follow thing or somewhere. Or check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I never did set this up, did I? No, I didn't. Curses! Where's my Patreon link? I had it on my other window for some reason. There we go. Yes, Embrasures is definitely very easily abused, and I'm pretty careful about not abusing it. Like, I don't like playing games on easy mode, and if you go on easy mode, then that's a problem. One of the things that you can do with Embrasures, for example, is if you have everything fully enclosed, then you can shoot out and no one will shoot back in. Like, it doesn't get the pathing done correctly. You did both. You really want to get your name in. Blimey. Oh, you did. Nice one. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate that. Right, I need to upgrade you. I'm going to leave a little note to myself so I do that. Okay, then we have got enhanced crafting, which I'm sure does something with crafting, but I'm not 100% sure what. I think that's the one that allows you to set the number of things you want to have made, and possibly even who you want to have doing it. Trading spot, so you can tell caravans where to stop off. Wildlife tab lets you very easily check out all the wildlife in your current area, which lets you set hunting jobs and that type of thing far more efficiently. Fish industry allows you to do fishing. Cooks can refuel. It's so useful. It basically means that cooks will actually refuel the stoves that they're using rather than letting a hauler do it, and that often waits a while because there's very often a lot of hauling stuff. So crazy. Then we've got expanded prosthetics and organ engineering, which massively increases the number of stuff that you can do in the medical system, and likewise with improved surgery, that just makes it more likely to work. It ups healing equipment slightly, just so you didn't constantly have the ridiculous failure rates. We've got RT Fuse, which adds fuse systems so you don't lose all of your power when a circuit breaks, and you don't get those crazy explosions, or much less likely to get those explosions. It doesn't eliminate them completely. These are the new ones. These are ones that you will never have seen on my channel. So we have got Rimfridge. This one basically adds a 1 tile square powered fridge, which means that you can put, for example, food items in the dining room rather than needing to have access to the food storage area, and also allows you to have refrigerated medicines, that type of thing, in the hospital. So pretty useful for that. Replace walls just means that you can replace walls and things much easier. And I just noticed you've actually got compatibility with ED-Embrasures, so that is very useful. Then we've got fences and floors. I am curious to see if this has the same problem that the brushes do, that if you have something completely enclosed that you can't shoot through them. But wooden fences and chain link fences allow you to shoot through them, though they don't give you any cover. High security fence and security barriers I think do give you some cover. And then the plywood panels, steel grating, metal panels and center panels, just different types of flooring that do different things. So for example, the steel grating is much more easily cleaned. Center panels allow you to set traps based on if someone passes it speeds up people passing over them, so it's like an improved road. It'll be interesting playing with that. Then RimWorld Search Agency I added at the very last minute purely because it has the hauling hysteresis add-on, which is something that I used to use all of the time. I don't know anything about storage tab, build tab or outfit tab. We'll see if that's useful. If not, I'll uninstall it. Right, so that is the modding list that we will be going with. Remember the good old days when you just had to show up to get your name in? Yeah, unfortunately, I need to make a living, and that happened to be a very good way of enticing people to give that little something. Vanilla has crafting hysteresis. Okay, so enhanced crafting allows you to lock builds to the pawns. The only one that I wasn't sure about was the hauling hysteresis, because I had that one enabled on my previous mod list, but it hasn't been updated. And this one I noticed has it included and is for Alpha 17, so it must have been updated there, I guess, maybe, hopefully, possibly. Work tab is off. Oh. What, you mean in the... Oh, great. Oh, no, it's there. Oh, I see. You mean these ones? Oh, yeah. That's probably not intended. Work tab should definitely be on. Achtung, I turned off because I remember having problems with it in the past. Tilled soil, easy mode, medieval edition. I didn't want to do the medieval game, just like with medieval times. Animals logic. Oh, this is one I meant to enable. Whoops. We'll enable that. That one allows you to do more animal stuff. Just double checking here. LinkableDoors I meant to add because it was linked just before I started this series, Pet Follow, and then these ones are the ones that haven't been updated, which is annoying because I think that this is one that I used a lot. Anyway, this will do. We could potentially add some more in the future. Let me just update my mod list very quickly. Being a modder myself, I'm all about giving people as much exposure as possible. So we have added work tab. And LinkableDoors is already on my list, and then animals logic. So I'm rather glad that I showed you the stuff that I don't actually have installed right now, because you were able to say, hey, why is that not running? And then we need this one, edit the panels, and then down the bottom, copy paste. Okay, so the mod list at the bottom of the description has now been updated. If you wish to play with the same mods, that is where you get them. And we're about to find out if they are all compatible with each other, because I have no idea. I know the ones that I played with previously, and that's about 90% of the list, definitely are compatible with each other. But whether those ones are too, we're about to find out together. Right, where is my chat? There is my chat. And then where is my followers? That's that. back, 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 front, front. Cool. Just had to get that sorted. Oh boy. Modular tables, doormats, and weapon pack. Oh, it has to restart the game. Alright, bear with me a moment while it does that. It's RimWorld, it usually restarts relatively quickly, and in the meantime I can get through the all too important process of, burning my fingers and pouring myself a pot of tea. Because I have a tea cozy on my teapot, the top of it always gets ridiculously hot, because obviously heat rises. So whenever I take that lid off to take the tea bag out, it kind of hurts. Right, that's that, that's that. Ow, 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 ow. The handle also gets very hot. Ow, ow, ow. It's the problem with ceramic. Ow, the whole thing. Ow, that's really hot. It's because I was in such a rush. Usually I have this done about 15 minutes before it actually starts. Well, I have the tea ready for like 15 minutes. This time it was like 2 minutes before. Right. New colony. We are going to play Crash Landed. Although One Rich Explorer is also pretty nice, and we'll just add a bunch more people. Now, we'll do Crash Landed. Very often I do Lost Tribe, because that's what starts you with the tribal system, but I'm not going to. We're going to be doing Rough and Cassandra. Rough Cassandra. No, not Randy. Rough Cassandra. I don't remember what I used to do. And then this time it's going to be Shooty. And we want 100% glow coverage. This is going to take a moment to generate. We'll go ahead and generate, and I hope that I didn't have to press on scenario editor. I don't think I did. Well, all of the mods that I have featured here are must-haves, obviously. Nah. RT's weapon pack is just really nice, lots of fun, spicy guns. Let's have a look at that. I mean, I can very, very sneakily add it. Back up, and then it's called weapon pack. Alpha 17's weapon pack. And it has what? Butcher knife, pickaxe, shovel, fire axe, machete, katana. Loads of melee weapons. Pistols, dual pistols, that's interesting. Machine guns, lots of machine guns, shotguns, rifles. Wow, this is quite a big selection. Compound bow, tactical crossbow, flashbangs. I'm kind of tempted to add this right now. The only question I have is whether these are automatically added to enemy groups. Let me know if they are added automatically to enemy groups. Because I do remember there was one weapon mod which didn't do that for some reason, and it kind of made things a bit balked. Be warned, Raiders come with guns too. Yeah, I kind of anticipated that. So, in fact, that is answering my question right there. Raiders come with guns too. Cool. Oop, has the game crashed? No, it's still generating. So I think I'm going to do the setup. I'll generate the world, and then I'll back out, install the weapon pack, and then go back in. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and subscribe to it now. And if you happen to know of any other mods, do let me know. I mean, this is probably the last one that I will add now, just because I don't want to have to keep restarting. But I will certainly consider adding more. Just make a list of them somewhere. That would be very, very cool. So this is the starting world. There are now indeed roads and rivers and things like that connecting the different settlements, which is interesting. And we can pick where we go. And then somewhere on this world, it's actually quite a nice world, I like this one, will be a crashed spaceship, which is what we are going to have to try and get to. There's a massive temperate land bridge here. I like this world. Shooty shooty. Good world. Oh, and you can go over the polar stuff. You'll have to get a space thingy and jump over that. But that does actually allow you to do full north-south and east-west. And the land bridge is... Ooh, this is going to be the more difficult land bridge. You can't go along the top because I guess you could do that bit. Interesting. I like this. I like this. I like it a lot. Right, what are these? Those are mountains. No, those are rainforests. What are those? Those must be major roads and then minor roads. And I would assume that the roads change your movement speed. Doormats is a tiny mod and makes things seem homely. I would assume that's more of a cosmetic thing. I must admit, I don't tend to run with many cosmetic things. They tend to just make everything much harder to find and bogs you down in different build options. Which for things like weapons, where they're functional, is useful. But not always. This map generation is a lot nicer than it used to be. And like, be prepared for me to going and ah about new features, because I haven't even started RimWorld since the update. Right, I don't think I want to be over here, because that could potentially mean that I have to go all the way around. So I probably want to be on the southern side. There's not that many raiders. This could be a fairly nice area. I like the more mountainous spots. And this is all... Ooh, tropical rainforest. Oh, I want temperate. Alright, temperate is this. So it would have to be on that side. Unless I started kind of here in the middle somewhere. And that would allow us to go north or south. So there's a lot of raiders. Go kind of in the middle here. Makes cleaning less crazy. Dirt accumulates on the mats. Okay, that is useful. That is very useful. I'm kind of getting a good feeling about this kind of area. What are this? Boreal forest. I also like boreal forest because I kind of like it when it's a little bit chillier. I think we may just set up like here type thing. Let's get a bit more information about the terrain. Limestone and slate. So I generally like places with granite and marble like this. So right there kind of looks decent. Average temperature 4 degrees, summer is 21, winter is minus 13. That's not terrible. 11th of April, May to the 1st of September. April, May to September, I see. Does that change? Not really. So April, May to September actually sounds reasonable. Is that a lot colder? A degree. So I think we'll probably do that. Factions. So we have North Heramine, which is the Outlander Union, Tribe, Pirate Band, okay. So we're friendly with 2, hostile with 3. That's fine. Advanced, yes, we want to go to a large map. Starting season will leave as an auto, and we're going to go there. Yeah, that's true, it is flat. I mean, we could go, and then it's not. And there's marble and granite. Okay, this is actually perfect. It's exactly the same growth time, but it's now mountainous. There is a streak of impassable, but we can easily go around. In fact, we could set up like here. No, I like this spot. Granite and marble, perfect. Right, we are going to prepare carefully because I wish to add more people. So we've got points spent. We're going to call it 11,200-ish. So we have Mick the gardener. He's a scout and a gardener. He's pretty good at growing. Incapable of intellectual, artistic and crafting. That's not terrible. I'm going to get rid of your scratch scar just because I don't want you to be scarred when the game starts. Names we will deal with later. You're a careful shooter. Greedy prostrophobe. That all seems entirely reasonable. And we have Marit. Oh wait, what are your actual skills? Animals, growing and medicine. So we have a kind of medic. You are excellent at mining. Oh, intellectual. Right, that's research. Didn't intellectual just used to be called research? No health stuff. Not incapable of anything. I like you already. Wreckage explorer, starship janitor. Animals and intellect, construction and crafting. You do have a lot of animals. You have decent construction. You're passionate about it. Mining, intellectual. You are excellent all round. We like you too. You are incredible at shooting. You are incapable of caring. Always makes me chuckle. But we have 2 other people that can do medic, so that really doesn't bother me. You're a pilot fan, so you have shooting and intellectual, and you are a starship pilot, which reduces your animals mining artistic, but increases shooting dramatically, melee and intellectual. You're passionate about melee and crafting. Yeah, we can work with that. And then I think I'm going to add 2 more people. So maybe we'll have a limit of 15,000, just because it makes the beginning go that little bit quicker. Your Twitch description says you play XCOM 2. How about the War of the Chosen series? At some point. I have so many things on my table right now, which I want to do XCOM, War of the Chosen. I also really want to do XCOM Longwell. I mean, tomorrow we're going to do Supreme Ruler. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I'm going to be doing an extra stream Wednesday during the day, which is going to be instead of the Titans live recording, because we did that on Monday instead. So I will be doing Supreme Ruler then, more of a tutorial thing, because I know you guys don't know the game. And then after that, starting at midnight, I'm going to be playing a multiplayer game with Bob. And then actually, in fact, on the 11th of September, the big multiplayer game that I do with the other YouTubers is switching to Supreme Ruler, and that starts on the 11th of September. I just wanted to make sure there was some content out there so you knew how the game worked, because that game is complicated. Right, anyway, back to this. So we've got a mute deep space miner. You're incapable of social. That's not a problem. You're a miner, you're animals, you're melee. You know what? Reroll. So we have a medieval slave blacksmith incapable of intellectual. You have a better range of skills. You have growing skill. Do we have anyone who's cooking yet? Like, cooking is definitely the thing we are lacking, and that is kind of bad. Okay, we have someone who's passionate in cooking. So we're going to have a lot of food poisoning at the start, but then you will be able to do some cooking. So that is fine. Melee, social, construction, growing, mining. You're a rather good all-rounder. In fact, we have a couple of decent all-rounders. And the scars obviously will go up. Ah, but you are frail, you have Alzheimer's, and you are dementia. Nope. Medicine, animals, crafting. You weren't the cook, were you? No, Linda was the cook. You're a green thumb slowpoke. Slowpoke's kind of nasty. You're incapable of violent or intellectual, so you're not someone who's going to have to run around shooting stuff. You're a medic and you're interested in medicine, so I think that is going to be fine. Slowpoke is the only one that I might want to try and get rid of, so I'm going to re-roll your traits. You're now night or jealous. Hard-working, trigger-happy, teetotaler. Better. What mods am I playing with? Check the description below. There is a massive list of them. Okay, and then finally we have got Linda, who is a melee, social, growing, passionate cook. Okay, names. First of all, we have got Eagle Slayer. Eagle Slay. And then we've got HWP Neon. Whoops. HWP Neon. And then we have got... I should be ticking these people off. You. Let's go with someone that has not appeared for a time. Kaje. And then we have got... who else hasn't appeared for a while? Death to QWERTY. QWERTY. That's a nice easy one to type out. And then finally we have got... Relus. You also haven't appeared for a while. Oops. Relus. Slowpoke is kind of the worst. In the future I'll probably disable permanent dark events with a mod. Dark events as in what? Oh, in Long War. Right. Yeah. thought you were talking RimWorld. I haven't seen or played this game before, but it seems like it'll be interesting. You're in for a treat. Like, this is a really interesting and good game. Okay, so we have got Eagle Soleil, HPW, Neon, Kage, QWERTY, and Relus. And this is the team. Relationships. Nobody is related to anybody else. Works for me. Equipment. We start with a little bit of silver, that is fine. Packaged survival meals, that is fine. Medicine, components, 1, 2, 3 weapons. I'm going to get rid of the warg, because you're just kind of a burden. We have some steel, we have some wood, so I think I'm going to take some more weapons. Oops. No, I did not mean a Garfood. We're going to take a Doomsday... No, we're not. More pistols. Bows. I mean, this isn't a medieval start, so we can start with some better gear. We don't have a Mordred, so we're not starting with an LMG. That's kind of Mordred's thing. I think we'll just take a couple more pistols, honestly. If I could see where they are. Where are the pistols? In fact... No, we're not doing that. Pistol. Oh, right, I could just add that. 15,000. It will do. We're going to save that preset as stream 1. Because I am feeling really original. Are you sure you finished with customizations? Yes, I am.